Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to do a hero review for Drax, the genius of the
Of the
Guardians.
Guardians. All right. So,
So we got a couple of promo cards that we got from content creators at Con of Heroes, so that's pretty cool. But let's take a look at what Drax can do.
all right. So Drax, we'll start off here in alter ego form. He is an outlaw. He has 6 hand size, 14 hit points, recovery of 4. But as a force response, after you change to this form, you remove all vengeance counters. We'll get to those in a minute. From Drax, you heal 2 damage from him for each vengeance counter removed this way.
Okay. And then on his hero side, he has a hand size of 4, so you gotta remember that. Still got 14 hit points, of course. 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense, and he has Drax gets +1 attack for each vengeance counter on him. And as a response, after the villain attacks Drax, place 1 vengeance counter here to a maximum of 3 if you cannot draw 1 card. And it's not limited to once per phase. So if you play some cards that allow the villain to attack you during the hero phase, or if you get like an assault, during the villain phase, the villain's attacking you multiple times, you get multiple vengeance counters, and eventually
You'll start getting card draw.
you get card draw until you have to flip down, because then you lose all your vengeance counters in alter ego.
Yep.
So you got to be able to stay alive. And he has a card that helps him stay alive, which is the first one.
All right, so we'll start off here with Mantis. Mantis is a 2-cost ally. She thwarts for 2. She attacks for 1. She does take 2 consequential when she attacks. She has 3 hit points. She's a guardian, and you can exhaust her to deal 1 damage to her to heal 3 damage from an identity. So you could heal anybody, but yeah, she's there to heal Drax.
Right. And yeah, so you're not going to use her for thwarting and attacking. You're using her as a hit point battery.
Yep.
All right. Then we've got Fight Me Coward. We got 2 copies of it costs 0. You get to ready your hero and draw a card. The villain attacks you. So here's one of the ways you can get the villain to attack you during hero phase.
We've also got Intimidation. We have 2 copies of this. It's a 1-cost thwart event. As a hero action, you remove X thwart from a scheme where X is equal to your attack. So remember, he is a 1/1/1, but 1/1/2. But so just base, it's not that great, but you can increase his attack, which we'll get to ways to do that here in a little bit.
All right. Then we got Knife Leap. That's a 3-cost event. Reduce the cost to play this card by 1 for each vengeance counter on Drax. So eventually this could be free. Hero Interrupt. When you make a basic attack, you get +5 attack for that attack. That attack gains overkill and piercing. So he's got a lot of wanting to use his basic, obviously, because his attack going up, but he's also being attacked. So you gotta have to. That's where the hit point balance comes into play, because you don't want to actively defend necessarily, because you want to be active to attack.
Yeah, and I don't think we grabbed a lot of them, but anything that basically would help to ready your identity, like Tenacity or something, cards like that are really useful with him.
Yeah.
There was 2 copies of that. We have 2 copies of Parry. Parry is a 0-cost defense event. And as a hero interrupt, when you would take any amount of damage, you can prevent X of that damage, where X is equal to double your attack.
Yeah, so this is a great way to not have to defend.
Yep.
We got 2 copies of Payback. As a hero response, an attack. After the villain attacks you, deal X damage to the villain, where X is equal to your attack.
All right, then we've got Drax's Knife. So Drax's Knife is a 1-cost weapon upgrade. It is restricted, so you do have to keep that in mind whenever you're doing builds if you're using restricted items. But while in hero form, Drax gets +1 attack.
And we also have Drax's other knife.
This has got to be one of my favorite cards.
It's a one cost upgrade. It's restricted as well. While in hero form, Drax gains Retaliate 1.
Okay. Then we have 1 copy of Dwight Mastery. It is a skill upgrade. It is a hero response. After Drax makes a basic attack, you can draw 1 card.
and it's not limited once per phase. So
Yes.
that's really. Then of course he's too stubborn to die. It's a 2-cost upgrade. He'll run up when Drax would be defeated. Instead, set his hit point dial to 4, change him to alter ego, and remove this card from the game. And when you flip, you would also immediately heal based on any vengeance counters you had.
Yes. All right, and then moving on to his obligation here. His obligation is Memories of Another Life. You give this one to the Drax player. You could flip over. You could flip to your alter ego form and then choose to either exhaust your alter ego and remove this from the game, or you're stunned, and if you're already stunned, this card would gain Surge, and then you discard it.
Yeah, so that's the standard classic obligation style.
Yep.
Then we have his nemesis, Yotot the Destroyer. 1 scheme, 3 attack, 5 hit points. He's a brute. He's got guard and retaliate.
The Nemesis side scheme is Call the Weak. So this one, each enemy gets +2 attack. So pretty straightforward. And it comes in with 2 threat per player.
All right, then we got 2 copies of I Will Destroy You. When revealed, alter ego, this card gains Surge. And as a hero, Yotot the Destroyer attacks you with +1 attack. If no attack was made this way, then the villain attacks you. So you don't get to avoid the attack. But you get a vengeance counter if the villain attacks you. So,
and then the last card from his Nemesis set here is Challenge Accepted. So this one's got Surge. You attach it to the enemy with the highest attack. And then as a force response, after Drax deals 4 or more damage to the attached enemy with a single attack, you can discard this one. And it gives the enemy +2 attack.
Okay, so Drax is a guardian, and so there are a lot of guardian allies. If you want to see a list of the guardian allies, please check out our Groot video. It is chapter marked for the allies.
This is the only ally not shown on that video.
Yeah,
for obvious reasons.
So let's see what it does. It's I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
Groot is a 3-cost guardian ally. He forts for 1. He attacks for 2.
I am Groot.
He does take 2 consequential. He's got 6 hit points.
I am Groot.
You do have to be a guardian to play it.
I am Groot.
And after Groot defends against an attack, heal 2 damage from him.
I am Groot.
So he is a really good card to sit out there, and if you've got a minion that attacks for a lower amount, he can keep them occupied while you're dealing with other things.
I am Groot.
Great for that.
All right. Then we got a few categories. So one of them is ways to utilize your high attack that you get with the vengeance counters. So this one is Smash the Problem. It's a hero action thwart. Exhaust your hero, remove threat from a scheme equal to your hero's attack. So with 3 vengeance counters, that gets them to a 4. And if you have one of his knives, that makes a 5, and then and
it could go up from there.
Yeah, combat training and things like that could make it even higher. So you could remove 6 threat.
Yep. Next, we've got the Best Defense. So this is a 0-cost defense event. When your hero defends against an attack, you use your attack instead of defense. So same thing. It's basically, if you can build the attack up dramatically, then you can use that to defend instead.
All right. Then we got Counterpunch. This is after your hero defends against an enemy attack, deal damage to the enemy equal to your hero's attack. So you would actually have to defend against this attack.
Yep.
So.
All right. Then moving on here. So these are cards like you'll pay for that. This is a 1-cost event. It's a thwart event. But after the villain attacks, you remove 1 threat from a scheme for each damage you took from the attack to a maximum 5. So these are ways to take advantage of the villain attacking you.
Okay. Next, we have Skilled Strike. So when your hero makes a basic attack, it gets +2 attack for that attack. So like, what you were saying before, you can get up to like a 6, this would make it an 8. So now you're doing 8 points of damage for free. That's pretty amazing.
Okay. Next, we have Surprise Move. Surprise Move is a 1-cost event. It's a tactic. As a hero interrupt, whenever you make a basic attack against an enemy with an upgrade attached to it. So this one does require you to be able to attach upgrades. So more than likely you see that, or more often you see that on minions, but it can be done to the villain. but you get +2 for the attack, and if the attack defeats the enemy, you get to ready your hero. So this is really good for taking on minions with attachments, so then you can ready, turn around, and do another attack.
Or you team up with Cyclops or Iceman, and then you don't have to worry
Yes.
about that. All right, now I'm mad, bub. One cost upgrade. It's a condition. Play underneath player's control, max 1 per player. When your hero's remaining hit points are less than half of your hero's starting hit points, your hero gets +1 attack and -1 thwart. And you start with 14 hit points, so you are part of the 14 plus club.
Yeah, no, so you do want to try to maintain your hit points, obviously, so you could stay alive, but you're going to be taking a lot of attacks as Drax, so this is a way to take advantage of that if you've gotten knocked down a little bit.
Drax is probably going to take more damage than Mantis can heal.
Yes. All right, then we've got Brute Force. So this is a 1 cost upgrade. It's a skill. Your hero gets +1 attack. Your basic attacks gain piercing. And as a force response, after you make a basic attack, you discard Brute Force. So this is kind of a one-shot, but it's nice because you can drop it down, leave it down until you're ready to use it on a basic attack.
The nice thing is, though, it only goes away when you actually do a basic attack. So that if you play with that card that does thwart or defense, you get that +1 attack bonus until you actually make a basic attack.
Yep.
So and here's a way to help with your basic attack. Combat training. It's a classic 2 cost upgrade. It's a skill. Play under player's control, max 1 per player. Your hero gets +1 attack. This is a card. If you're not playing aggression, you want to beg
the aggression player
to put it on you. Yeah.
All right, next here we've got Fluid Motion. This is a 1 cost skill upgrade. As a hero response, after you play an attack event, you exhaust this card. Your hero gets +1 attack until the end of the phase. And so, of course, you're not using your basic in this case because it's an event, but several of the events still take into account his attack. So anytime you're able to increase it, that's good.
And there's the Dwight Tweet Mastery, I think, readies you or something. So it works till the end of the phase. So you might be able to get multiple attacks with it.
No, that one is the one that...
there was one that readies him.
There is one that readies him. That one is the one that draws him a card. The one that readies him is Fight Me, Coward. Nope, wait. Oh, yeah, ready, and then he attacks you. Oh, no, that's different. That's not an attack event.
Oh.
There's ways to do it.
Yeah. All right. Then we got the God Slayer, 3 cost upgrade. It's restricted. When your hero makes a basic attack against a unique enemy, exhaust God Slayer, your hero gets +2 attack for that attack. So that's really good against the villain or like named minions and stuff.
But then this one is, of course, restricted. So if you want to play this one, you're going to want to put a copy of Side Holster in your deck to play this or any other additional restricted card.
Right. So you can put the sword in your side holster while you're attacking with your knives.
Yes, most definitely.
Because that's what you do with swords is you put them in holsters.
Well, yeah, that's right. All right, speaking of restricted, we got another one here. It is Hand Cannon. So this is a 2 cost tech weapon upgrade, restricted with 3 charge counters on it. When your hero makes a basic attack, you exhaust it, remove a charge counter from it, and your hero gets +2 for the attack, and it gains overkill.
All right, then we got Warrior Skill. Uses 3 warrior counters. When your hero attacks, remove 1 warrior counter from here, and the attack deals 1 additional damage. So this is, the whole bit with Drax is trying to do damage. So this is another card that can help with that.
Yep. All right, moving on into Justice. No, not Justice. Leadership. Oh,
Justice is blue. I did not know that.
Hey, there's yellow on the card. So Blaze of Glory. So this is a 2 cost event. It's a maximum of 1 per round, but you can. It's a hero action. Each Guardian character gets +2 thwart and +2 attack this phase, and at the end of the phase, you deal 1 damage to each Guardian character. Now this is really great if you have multiple Guardians in the game, in a multiplayer game. But I mean, even if you're playing solo or whatever, if you've built a couple of Guardians in your deck, or even just 4 Drax, it's really good because it's everything from this point on until the end of the phase.
So Dirk saw Nova, and Nova is like the ultimate justice in his mind. So that's why he thought it was a justice card. Because he loves
Nova's leadership, man.
Yeah, but you like those justice cards that have Nova in the picture.
I do a lot of them, yes.
All right, then we got a blurred camera. There we go. Lead from the front, 2 cost event. Hero action, choose a player. Each character that player gets +1 thwart and +1 attack until the end of the phase. And obviously, you're doing this for the +1 thwart.
Yes, obviously. All right, then we've got morale boost here. So this is a 1-cost event. So you choose a hero, and until the end of the round, that hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. And I love the fact that this one lasts until the end of the round. So you get the attack during the hero phase, and you get the defense during the villain phase, because that's the same round.
All right, then we got Moxie. So after you change forms, your hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense until the end of the round. And when you're coming from Alter Ego, you'll have no vengeance counter, so this can help offset that a little bit.
Yep. All right, and then we've got here side by side. So side by side is one if you're playing Mantis, and you can make her your sidekick. Which we've got a sidekick card in here somewhere. All right, so if you make her your sidekick, so as the sidekick, you would attach this to your identity-specific ally that you control, maximum per deck. It's a 1-cost upgrade, but she would get +2 hit points.
Which is 2 more healing.
Yep.
For her.
And makes her your sidekick, but after you make a basic recovery, you get to heal 2 damage from the attached ally. So you go down, you recover yourself, and take you heal, and you're also healing her at the same time.
All right, then we got side by side, which is a 2-cost event. Hero action, ready your sidekick, ready your hero, and choose one. Heal 1 damage from both characters, or both characters get +1 thwart and +1 attack until the end of the phase. Now, you probably don't care about the +1 thwart, +1 attack from Mantis so much, but the +1 attack on Drax will be great.
Yeah, that's really nice. But if you need to, you can use the healing to be able to heal Mantis up so she can keep healing you. So
yeah,
that one's a really great combination for them, especially because then she can heal him and keep him up for longer. All right. Next here we've got Teamwork. So Teamwork is a 0-cost tactic event. As a hero interrupt when you use your basic thwart power or basic attack power. You're probably not using the thwart. But you exhaust an ally you control. So here we got Mantis. And you add that ally's matching power to your hero's power for this use. Right now, you're only adding 1, but if you're playing in leadership here, you've got ways to increase her attack as well, even though you're probably not going to attack with her.
I probably will not exhaust Mantra or
Mantis.
It'll be someone else, like Groot or something.
Like I said, you can use it for Mantis, though. If you're making it your sidekick, you throw a couple of attachments on her.
Yeah. I don't think I'd Voltron her, except for giving her extra hit points. All right, R&D facility, 3-cost support, requires 2 mental to pay for it, or 2 of the 3 have to be mental. Hero action, exhaust R&D facility and remove 1 research counter from it. Choose a friendly character in play. That character gets +1 thwart and +1 attack until the end of the phase.
Okay, all right, so then we have the Deadpool card. So this is a 3-cost upgrade. It is a weapon attachment or weapon upgrade, laser swords. So this does count as 2 restricted cards. So if you're playing this and you've got a side holster, you're still only getting 1 of your knives out.
Yeah.
But depending on how you're playing this, you do get +1 attack for each of the negative symbols in play for a maximum of 4 attack. So this actually can be a little bit nicer than his knives. Just don't tell him that.
Yeah. It would depend on the scenario.
Yeah, it would depend on the build with that one. But if I'm building with a lot of the symbols, then I might consider that. But that's about the only way I'm going to do it. If I'm intending to put a lot out there.
Yeah. All right. Then we got Adrenaline Rush. It's a 1-cost upgrade. So you discard Adrenaline Rush. Your hero gets +1 attack until the end of the phase. So this is you get 3 copies of this, and you're going to have multiple attacks. That's the turn to trigger these.
Oh, yeah, you trigger all 3 of them, give yourself +3 attack, and then do those multiple attacks.
I really love these cards with Quicksilver. But Drax is one that can pull it off, too.
Yep. All right, then we've got Cell Phone. So Cell Phone is one that we haven't actually used a lot since it's been out, but with Drax, it actually works. So this is a 2-cost upgrade. Comes in with 3 charge counters on it, but you can exhaust this, remove a charge counter from it, choose a player. That player makes a basic attack or thwart with the character they control with a +1 thwart and a +1 attack for this use. So, I mean, It's nice to get that little extra one shot or one attack boost in there, and you've got it as an upgrade, so it's sitting out ready for you to use whenever you want to use it.
I didn't know that cell towers reached outer space, but okay.
Hey, satellite phones, man, they're great. All right, of course.
What is this?
Hey, so this one you have to be a genius. Drax thinks he's a genius, so I thought it was worth mentioning this one, but no, not really. You're not going to be able to use that one in the deck. I just thought it was funny.
Some people's kids. All right. So now we're switching to extra active, having the villain attack you extra times. So this is toe to toe. It's a 1-cost event. Hero action attack. Choose an enemy. That enemy attacks you. Deal 5 damage to that enemy.
And remember, you want to do the extra attacks because after the villain attacks you, that's how you're getting the vengeance counters. So the quicker you can build those up and start taking advantage of them, the better.
Right. So this is a way to get the villain to attack you during the hero phase.
Next here, we've got bait and switch. So this is a 1-cost thwart event. But the villain attacks you, remove 4 threat from the main scheme. So this way you're getting the vengeance counter and you're removing threat from the main scheme.
Right, because he's a little... thwarting is a little weak for him.
Yeah. His thwarting is to kill the villain as fast as he can.
Yeah. Get behind me. It's a 1-cost event. Hero interrupt. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, you can cancel its when revealed effects and the villain attacks you instead. So this is another way to get the villain to attack you during the villain phase.
Yeah, and this is really great. I love seeing this one come out whenever Shadows comes out because you cancel the Shadows and then you turn around and get the vengeance counter instead.
But then Yotot can come out and play.
All right, so then we've got Taunt. So Taunt is a 1-cost tactic event. As a hero action, the villain attacks you. Other players cannot defend against the attack, but then you draw 3 cards. So you get the vengeance counter and you get card advantage.
Other characters.
Yeah,
so
other characters.
Not even your allies can defend. But yeah, so that's the green one way or another. All right, then we have Get in Front of Me. So this is the upgrade of the Get Behind Me from Pool. It's a 1-cost event. Hero interrupt. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects. The villain attacks you instead. If an ally or another hero defends this attack, you get to draw a card, and it's max 1 per deck.
Yep. All right, then. So Groot's got the 2 swords. Let's get those pulled back, or the 2 not swords, but the
Groot?
2 knives. Not Groot. Yeah, Drax. Drax has the 2 knives.
Drax's swords, very short swords.
Yes. But these, the great thing about these is to get their bonuses, it doesn't matter if they're exhausted or not. So, of course, then you've got the suite of cards that actually take advantage of weapon attachments that you can exhaust.
So first we got Firepower. It's a 1-cost event. Exhaust up to 3 weapon upgrades you control. So like the 2 knives and the Godslayer, say for example. For each upgrade exhausted this way, choose an enemy and deal 3 damage to it. This attack gains range.
Next here, we've got Fusillade. So Fusillade is a 2-cost attack event. As a hero action, you exhaust a weapon upgrade you control, deal 5 damage to an enemy.
Then we got Mean Swing. When your hero makes a basic attack, exhaust a weapon upgrade on your hero gets +3 attack for this attack. And again, like you said, the knives don't matter if they're exhausted or not.
Yep. Then, of course, more weapons is always a good thing. So you got Yarn Bjorn. Yarn Bjorn is a 1-cost upgrade. It is restricted. But after your hero attacks an enemy, spend a strength resource to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Again, this one does not hurt if it's exhausted because you can turn around and use it for the other cards as well.
You just don't get to use Yarbjorn's power.
True.
All right.
Actually, no, you can still use Yarbjorn's power because that does not require you to exhaust.
Oh, you're right. Okay. It's been a while since I used Yarbjorn, I guess. Keep them busy. This is a player side scheme, Victory 0. This is Assault. So the Assault is you use your attack instead of your thwart when you're doing a basic thwart. So with the Vengeance counters, your attack is going to be a lot higher than your thwart. When defeated, the player who defeated the scheme removes 5 threat per player from the main scheme. So this is a good way to for Drax's poor thwarting to take this out and then remove a lot of threat from the main scheme.
Yeah, and the thing to keep in mind with Assault is you are still thwarting. You're just using a different stat.
Right.
So it is still a thwart action.
Right, and if you got your attack, you got your ATK up to 6 or something, even in a 2-player game, you can wipe that out in one with just Drax by himself.
And the next side scheme we've got here is Lock and Load. So this one costs 1 to put in play. It comes in with 2 threat per player. But when defeated, each player may search their deck and discard pile for a weapon upgrade with a cost of 3 or less and put it into play. And yeah, Drax's weapons only cost 1. But even if you've already got those out, you've got other things, Bjorn, Godslayer, all of those cost 3 or less.
Plus, locking and loading a knife is
Yes.
always fun.
It's a bayonet.
Test the defense, so 1 cost upgrade, max 1 per player. After you play an attack event, place 1 test counter here. Then if there are 5 test counters here, discard this card and deal 5 damage to an enemy. So more damage.
And then we have the Direct Approach. So this is a 1 cost upgrade. You attach it to a non-permanent side scheme. So this is great for ones like this. But, in fact, that one specifically, because the Keep 'em Busy already has Assault. But the attached side scheme gains Assault. So this is a way that Drax can actually help out getting rid of other side schemes, as long as they're non-permanent.
Right. And as long as you're not annoying the Justice player by turning it into ATK instead of Thwart.
He can share a little bit.
All right, then we got Bishop. This is our only
lone Justice card.
Justice card. 3 cost ally, 2 Thwart, 0 attack with 2 consequential, 3 hit points. He's an X-Men. But after the enemy attacks you, place 1 energy counter here. Now, of course, you want the villain to attack you multiple times so you can get your vengeance counters. And then when Bishop attacks, remove each energy counter from him. For each counter discarded this way, he gets +2 attack for this attack to a maximum of +6. So,
and it's entirely possible to get all 3 of those counters on him during one phase, and then turn around and use Bishop and use them up.
And so Bishop is trying to show Drax how to get vengeance counters.
Yep. I don't think Drax is agreeing with his tactics. Drax is better. Right. Then, of course, whenever we were talking about the upgrades for the allies, which you can, like I said, you can put them on Mantis, or you can put them on other allies like Groot. But this one is probably a little bit better for Groot, but you could use it for Mantis. Actually, no, this one's actually really good for Mantis. I'm sorry, this is not. Yeah, this is the one. So the attached ally gets +1 fort and +1 hit point. Right. That's the important part. So it's a 1 cost tech item upgrade. And it does have to be attached to a Guardian player. But yeah, it's the +1 hit point. So this one's a really good one for Mantis. There.
Yeah, so Mantis is, obviously you want to use her for healing, but she's probably going to be your primary means of thwarting because she's got a 2 thwart. So it's sort of like the Justice player is like, help. And it's like, all right, I'll have Mantis thwart, I guess.
Yeah, and I think we forgot to grab it, but Reinforced Suit is another one that would work really good on her, right? It gives hit points to an ally.
Yeah, I didn't think about Voltroning her much, but that's the one I would put on her.
Well, like I said, Voltroning her, not necessarily because of the stat boost on anything except for her defense, but
hit point boost is
good. And the attack boost on this one could actually help her with the right cards. Not because you're using her for the attack, but because you can add her attack to yours.
Yeah. Or you just put it on Yondu.
Yeah, you could do that as well. Because Yondu is a Guardian.
Yep.
But this is the Laser Blaster. It's a 1 cost upgrade. Does have to be attached to a Guardian ally, but they get +1 attack, and their attacks gain overkill.
All right. And inevitably, Mantis is going to run out of health at some point.
Because she does only start with 3 by default.
So Rapid Response is a great card. After an ally you control is defeated, discard Rapid Response, put that ally in a play from your discard pile, and deal 1 damage to it. So she can come back and be able to heal. And of course, she's ready at that point too. So
yeah, and if you have 3 copies of this in your deck with her, because she's only using 1 hit point at a time to do that, then you've got a little bit of time to get the next Rapid Response out. So it's really good. Make the Call is also another really good one that we don't have here, but it's another good way that if she does turn up in your discard pile, it's another way to get her back. So, right. But of course, better than getting her back is just keeping her alive in the first place. So here we've got First Aid. So it's an oldie classic, oldie but goodie, but for a cost of 1, you can heal 2 damage from any character.
And of course, being a basic card, you can do that in any aspect.
Yes.
All right. Then he's part of the 14 plus club that came in with SBDR. So one of the cards here is Limitless Stamina. It's a one-cost event. Play only if your identity has at least 14 printed hit points. As a hero action, you can ready your hero, which is really good if you combine with some of those aggression cards that we had multiple buffs for the turn, because then, like what was it? I forget. There, anyone those.
Yeah, there's several of them.
There's a couple, and we show that because it's till the end, like Adrenaline Rush, for example. So this would allow you to get multiple activations.
Yeah, and because he likes to use his basics so much, this is always a really good one, because even if you have to defend or whatever, you can still get an activation out of him. So honestly, I'd be running 3 copies of this in any deck with him.
Yeah.
Another one from the 14 club is the Unshakable. So this is the one-cost upgrade. Again, you have to have at least 14 hit points printed to play this, but your identity gains steady because you don't want to be stunned while you're Drax. So this is a way to make stunning him even harder.
Right.
Confusing. We don't care about it because you're honestly probably not 40.
All right. Then he's a Guardian, of course, so he can use a card like CITT, 2-cost support, exhaust CITT, spend 2 resources of any type to ready a Guardian. So this is a spend your Limitless Stamina.
Yep, but this one stays out.
Yeah.
Then we've got Nowhere. So Nowhere is a 2-cost support. It's a location. You do have to be a Guardian to play this, but you can increase your ally limit by 1. And after a player plays a Guardian ally, you can exhaust this one, and that player draws a card. You're probably playing Guardian allies. You've got a bare minimum of 1 in your deck, but you're probably going to play others as well with them because the benefit's there. And so this is a great way to get some extra card draw out of it.
Yeah. So if you're doing Mantis Recursion,
Yes.
then Nowhere with Make the Call and the rapid response. Yeah. So you could.
So it does not actually work with rapid response because rapid response puts it into play, and this one you have to play.
No. Okay. Well, Make the Call.
Yeah, it does work with Make the Call.
But yeah, so Dirk loves Mantis Recursion.
Yes, I love recursion. Period.
But especially Mantis Recursion.
Right.
No other hero, just character, just Mantis.
And then we've got team building exercise here. So this is a 2-cost support. As a hero action, you can exhaust team building, play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. So that makes Mantis a 1 to play for her and any other Guardian that you play, or Guardian keyworded cards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, to help with the Mantis Recursion.
Yes. It's all about the Mantis Recursion.
That's right. Dirk's favorite type of recursion. All right. Well, anyways, so it's been a long time since we played Drax, but as you've seen, we've got some newer cards, like there were some cards even from Winter Soldier that will really help improve.
Yeah, the firepower, I think, is one that, I mean, you don't think about it off the bat because he's using knives, but firepower is a really good card in his decks.
But Drax is so powerful, when he hits you with a knife, it feels like you're being shot.
No kidding. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see new content by us, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you will get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right. See ya.